Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. This is just a quick unboxing video. It's mainly to show Carol that I do listen. There we go. Unusual box. There we go. It's nothing exciting really, but it does signify the start of something different for the garden. Yeah? That is a general purpose, effectively, organic feed that can be mixed in with the topsoil. It's going to get used along with quite a bit of other stuff. We're starting a proper feeding program in the garden this year. Unlike last year, where most of the time it was just the hose. And obviously that's, you know, okay, it might keep things alive, but it doesn't exactly make them grow very well. So this year we've got this, will get mixed in with some garden compost, normal sort of stuff you'd use to put in your tubs or your hanging baskets, decent sort of, you know, fibrous compost. And this will get mixed in with that at an appropriate rate, and then that will get used to top dress my tubs. Yeah? So all of the things that grew last year in tubs will be exhausted. They will have no fertiliser or any goodness left in the soil. But I don't want to do complete repots for this season, so we have to feed. So we will mix this in and top dress the tubs. That will give them a start to life. And then as things start to progress and start growing a bit stronger, I'm going to start watering more often with the watering can with liquid feed in, so that things get a regular feed because there's nothing left in their pots. So this will give them a start to the season, then regular watering via a watering can with liquid feed in, and keep things growing strongly through the year, which should mean we get bigger, better plants and more blooms, which is the goal of most of that sort of stuff in the garden. It's for the butterflies and the bees. Well, to do that we need the blooms. To get more blooms we need bigger, stronger plants. So that's the goal for this year. Using the hose to water the tubs doesn't give them anything apart from keep them alive, and quite honestly it's a form of laziness on my part. So we will try and do our best not to do that quite so often, although the hose will still get used in periods of very hot, dry weather, where feeding with, you know, watering cans would take too long to be doing that frequently. So sometimes the hose will still get used, but most of the time we'll be using the watering can. So that's what this is all about. I was told to get something like this and top dress the tubs out in the garden so that they get a good start in life. That's not as easy as it sounds, because some of the plants in the tubs have almost filled the top of the tub. There's not much room to get any top dressing on. I'll get some in there somehow, and we will start doing that when I see signs of growth. At the moment we're in a cold spell. There's no point in trying to feed plants at the moment, they're not growing. But come the end of this month, as we get into March, things will start to move, and the other thing I need to work out what to do is my bulbs in the garden. Things like the snowdrops and the daffodils, I want to boost them this year, and I believe, I will do some research, but I believe that the best time to feed them is as the flowers start to fade, because the blooms take the goodness from the bulbs that was put in there the year before. So I assume that by feeding heavily after flowering, or as they come towards the end of flowering, you're putting a lot more goodness into the bulbs ready for the following year. But I'll do a bit of work on that. You have to appreciate, I might run a gardening channel, that doesn't make me a gardener. I haven't been a true gardener for many, many years. And I mean, when I once was, a very long time ago, when the kids were little, at a totally different house in a different county, basically it was maintenance, and I didn't plant much. It was mostly, I had an orchard, I had wildlife ponds, and shrubberies. There wasn't much actual planting done, if you know what I mean. So this whole thing here is a bit new to me. So it's a learning curve. A lot of that we can do together. Some mistakes will be made, I'm sure. But there's a wealth of information around, and people quite happy to give advice, which I listen to. I can't guarantee I will always follow it. You know, if one person says one thing and 6 say the other, I'll probably go with the other. Anyway, that's what this was, just a quick video. I'm only going to put this on the gardening channel. This isn't going on the orchid channel. I've got something else in mind for that today. Coming later today, basically. This is early in the morning now. It's only 8:30. Very early to be filming, I mean, not early. But anyway, so that was it, and thanks Carol for the advice, and I shall hopefully put it to good use, and it will serve a purpose and work well. Bye for now.